Hey guys, this is Frugo. I'm going to be raid reviewing our first ever all-dwarf molten core run. This is not in hardcore, this is in Night Slayer Anniversary realms. But this is the first attempt at molten core for our guild, so it's a little sloppy. We're really gung-ho about getting in here, and we aren't super careful about our lives because it's not hardcore, so keep that in mind. Some of the strategies in here were not fully developed at the time, so I'll be kind of showing what not to do and why the strategies that we will be doing are very important, because you'll see what happens when you don't do them and when people die. So we're going to move our way quickly through here. So first we make our way onto these molten giants. These have an ability called knock away. They'll be doing it to the main tank and dropping their threat. So it knocks them back and drops their threat. So it's really important that we have off tanks here with second threat, third threat, ready to pick it up. Right now you see I'm tanking a mob with Videra, the paladin. Their top threat, they're about to get knocked away. Now it's onto me. I have threat, and pretty soon I'm gonna get knocked away, and it'll go onto our off tank Hoodrick here. He picks it up and it's not a big deal, and we're good to go. It's really important that we don't have DPS without shields on second threat, because they will get clapped and they will die. Titan tanks it and we're good to go. We move directly onto some Fire Lords here. We pull this one on the left side first. The Fire Lords are going to spawn little Inferno guys that you need to kill. If you don't kill them quick enough, they'll continue to repopulate off of each other and they'll multiply quickly. So they need to die quick, and we're good to go. Right after this, we pull the next two right away. In hardcore, we won't be pulling this quickly, but we have a limited raid time in this raid, and so we try to keep it going quick, even on our first clear. So we kill these two Fire Lords. It's important to focus one down. You don't want to just cleave here and split your damage. You want to focus one down. You can do a little bit of cleaving instead of heroic strike, but for the most part, focus one down, kill it, and kill the spawns single target when they pop up. So we go ahead and kill these Fire Lords here, and then we move on to these Giants. I've already talked about Giants, so I will skip ahead. Fire Lord, Giants. Let's see here. Oh, there's a Surger here. So during the Surger, everybody stacks up. You see our Hunters are out here a little bit, and our Pallies are a little bit back. You don't want that. You want everybody stacked up on top of each other, because when it charges, it knocks everybody back, and it can be a bad time, especially if you're near some lava. The Annihilators drop threat here. They drop threat every once in a while. You'll see our tanks just spam taunting them. Taunt. You want all the warriors to just taunt. They don't do a lot of damage, so just spam taunt them. You should be good to go. You'll see on the Annihilator here, it pulls in. It's on the Hunter. I taunt it. It's on me. Drops to the Titan. Drops to a Rogue. It gets taunted by Beardicade. He gets a little bit low. Hoodrick taunts. I taunt. And we're just spam taunting him around so it doesn't go to any DPS, because again, they just constantly drop threat here. So as we move along, these are trash we've already seen. Giants, again, they knock away. You don't want anybody getting threat, so you just spam taunt them. Sorry for the quality here. I don't know why the quality is so bad. This Surger here, see where we are here. This is a bad place to tank the Surger. In our hardcore run, we're going to be all over on this side over here, so that nobody gets knocked into the lava. If you do get knocked into the lava, if something for some reason happens, alright. If for some reason you do get knocked in the lava and you land on this side, swim down through this corridor. This is retail WoW. Jump and swim. You're going to swim down this corridor. Watch your right side. Okay, watch your right side, and you're going to come over here, up this little area right here. Alright, if you get knocked into this lava, you're just going to swim down. Don't worry about that. You're going to swim down to here. This little area over here, you'll get right back, you'll be good to go. Alright, the Imps. So for this, we're going to have our Priests having a Holy Nova spec. It'll be doing massive damage, and it'll be healing the raid. So our Priests are going to go Holy Nova. You'll see the DPS here as we pull them. We get ready here. We drop hunter traps. We get our explosives ready, and we get ready to pull these guys. It's important to kill the lava surgers that are going around first before you pull these guys. But then we bring in the imps and we stack them up on the traps. They get exploded. We drop our charges. We drop our target dummies. Everything we got. We holy nova. We blow them up. They do a ton of AoE damage, so we want to make sure we kill them quickly. It's good to AoE taunt lip there for warriors, and then nova them down. Kill these surgers in the hallway. And we do the imps the same thing, big AoE here, except all of our priests are going to be doing over 1,000 damage, so they'll die even quicker. We pull the dogs here, they're all marked up. Make sure you have raid frames on. Raid frames, if you don't know, are these things, sorry, I think they're unit frames. Unit frames are these things that have, these bars that you can see on the actual mobs. It's important that you have them so you can see what their health is. Warriors need to taunt them and stack them up together. And you cleave them all down until they all die at the same time. So once they're all dead, we're good to go. We're getting ready to pull the boss here after this second pack. Same thing, you group them up, you cleave them down, do a good job. Alright, so we're about to go to the boss here, guys. This boss, we're doing, the strategy should be to kill the minions first and then the boss. The reason we do this is because the only real big threat here is the mind control and the ads running in the raid. The magic dispel that does all the damage is completely dispellable. Pally should be focusing on that, while priests should be focused on healing and dispelling the mind controls. So we're about to pull here. What's going to happen is we're not going to do that. We're going to try to focus the boss, and you're going to see exactly what happens when you try to do that. So we wait for the dogs to despawn here, and we get ready to pull the boss. We're going to focus the boss here in our run, but in the hardcore run, we're going to focus the ads first. And later in our dwarf runs, we changed it here, but for the first pull, for some reason, we decided to focus the boss. So we do it incorrectly. We also have pally tanks here for some reason, and it goes horribly wrong, as you'll see. So we're getting ready to pull here. We're about to pull in 10 seconds. And again, watch what happens with the mind controls. The ads go crazy. They also want to spread them out. They'll mind control not their main target, but the target next to them with high threat. And what'll happen is X tank will get mind controlled by squares off tank, and it'll be a disaster. So we just spread them out here. So dominate mind on Fitzgerald. Dominate mind on Nihilist. He gets cleaved by his friends and killed. So we need to dispel that immediately. And I die here, it looks like, and so the boss just goes fucking crazy. Goes to a hunter. Hunter somehow survives, and Hudrick picks it up, tanks it. Meanwhile, see what happened here? This off tank just got mind controlled and dropped threat. So whenever a tank gets mind controlled, they lose all of their threat. And so he's going on healers here and just fucking going crazy. For some reason, both tanks are on the same target here for some reason, and the mob is just going wild. So as you can see, absolute disaster. We'll just focus the ads and hold the boss off to the side, and it won't be a big deal, but this shows you what not to do. So we move forward, we kill the boss, kill the hounds, and we're on Magmadar. Very easy fight. Keep Fear Wards on the tank, Fear Wards on your rogues. Warriors can Death Wish and Berserker Rage out of any fear. So Fear Ward the rogues, Fear Ward the tanks, and we should be good to go. We'll only have one tranquilizing shot here, so again, it's very important that big heals on the tank. They might need to shield wall the second Enrage, a second Frenzy there, just in case. It looks like, yeah, he doesn't get tranked here, and he does a lot of damage to Titan. So, but still looks like Titan survives, and it's not a big deal. We kill Magmadar, Magmadar goes down, got a nice Earthshaker, and we move on. We've already seen Fire Lords. Okay, so this giant pack, this is how we want to do giants here. The other giant pack I didn't want to show because it was done poorly. We're going to kill the Surger here. And we're on to the next giant pack. Oh, dog first. Dog will come in. We're always watching out for dogs, watching out for pats, and, you know, playing it safe. So we pull the dog here. We're going to the giant. So watch how the giant comes into us, but the destroyer stays back. This is my favorite way of doing it, because then people aren't getting AoE stomped. As long as the tank survives over there, gets heals, good to go. We can tank the giant in the raid. We can spam taunts on it with multiple warriors. Not a big deal. And we're good to go. So we kill the giant, and then we're on to the destroyer. I think we get a Surger behind us. Yep. Okay, so we focus the Surger down, leave the destroyer over there, and kill the Surger, and then onto the destroyer. We're onto a hound here, just normal dog stuff. Killing giants, getting ready for Gehennas. One thing we do here, you'll see we all pop our greater fire protection potions as we're getting ready for Gehennas. We let it sit there for a while until we're ready. And then our potions are up. On this fight, what we're going to be doing is our tanks are going to be free action potioning. Our off tanks are, and they're each going to get a healer or two on them, and then they're going to tank them on the back wall while the boss gets pulled into us. You'll see here a hunter pulls them greatly back to us, but a taunt doesn't get off fast enough, and the hunter takes a couple shadow bolts. The tanks need to run in there, grab the boss, taunt it, bring it towards us. For some reason, otherwise Gehennas will just sit there and cast shadow bolts and kill people. So, yeah, the off tanks will run in first, get the boss. The boss will, everybody will shoot the boss while the main tank goes in, grabs the boss off of them, and pull him out, as you'll see. So, whoops, a little too far back. Okay, so here we go, 10 seconds in. Tanks are going to run in there, grab the boss. The main tank doesn't get it quick enough, and he shadow bolts a hunter down. So all the tanks should go in there and grab it. You don't want the main tank to go in there and get killed, stunned by the adds. So that's why people shoot the boss early and we grab it off of them. We're in the rain of fire here. We need to pull it back. He's on me. Titan taunts him. My potion's not working here for some reason. And we're focusing the boss. I have a curse. Titan does not have a curse. It looks like his resto pot went off. So basically the off tanks use FAP. Everybody else uses resto pots. We try to burn it down. I pull threat here with recklessness that I clicked for some reason. And we kill the boss very quickly. 2 people died. One was the hunter that pulled, and the other one was an off tank prop pally who died over there. We won't have prop pallies. We'll have real tanks, so we should be good to go. That's about it. The curse can be pretty deadly. It's a 75% healing reduction, which is why we all pop restorative potions and the off tanks pop free action potions. The main reason the off tanks don't pop restorative potions is because if they get stunned and the mobs run into the raid, everybody's dying. So it's better that we take the risk on the off tanks and they get enough heals than for having them get stunned and the adds run in and start killing and stunning the entire raid. So we move on. Regular adds here. Destroyers again. Giants come towards us. Destroyers stay out. Easy peasy. Nothing new here. We just clear all the trash, leave nothing behind, kill all the dogs, all the fire lords, all the giants, kill everything. And then we move on to Garr. Now, the first attempt of Garr here, you're going to be seeing what a lot of people want to do. People are going to say, oh, I can tank all the adds. You guys focus Garr. This is not Nax gear, guys. We can't do that yet. And we don't have warlocks, so we can't banish it. So all we have is warriors. We have about as many warriors in this run that we're going to have in hardcore. So this is a pretty good gauge on how this is going to go. So what's going to happen here is we're going to send a pally to tank all the adds. We're actually going to send 2 prop pallies, and what happens is neither one of them gets enough heals and they all die. And this is a disaster. So you'll see our prop pally has threat here. One prop pally goes down, the other goes down, and all the adds start running amok and killing everybody. This does end up being a full wipe here. They run around, they kill the whole raid, we wipe, we run back, boom, 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 we run back, it's a disaster. And we're on to the next pull here. So this pull, what happens is each ad gets its own tank. Garr gets a tank, and each ad gets a tank. And so what we do is we run in here, each warrior grabs a mob, and we all hold it here. Everybody else focuses Garr. The reason we don't kill the ads first is there's a lot of AoE damage that goes out, and Garr gets empowered when his ads die. So we do it this way, and it's nice and safe. The only thing here is to race against the clock with healer mana. But as you'll see here, it becomes a disaster when people don't bring their ads to the wall after Garr dies. So after Garr dies, we want all the tanks to bring their ads to the wall and spread them out, because if they stay in the middle of the raid like this and they start exploding, we take a lot of AoE damage, and eventually that becomes our demise. So Garr's about to die here, and we kind of keep these ads stacked up, and then it gets out of hand really quickly here. So as you'll see, the ads, they get some damage on them. We get their sunders, should be good to go. I was trying to ping for the first mob X to be brought over, or Skull is under the boss right now, which is really, really bad because people are cleaving it, and it's gonna die with the boss and blow everybody up and cause a lot of damage. And as soon as a tank dies, all hell breaks loose because we only have 8 warriors. So there's no one to taunt that Skull when it dies. So Garr goes down, boom, good job. Skull, people start focusing Skull, some go to X, and watch what happens to Skull when he blows up. He's right in the middle of the raid. I think I start yelling for people to spread out. They don't really spread out, and it starts to become a disaster. People get off X correctly here, but Skull's about to die right in the middle of the raid. Now watch this. And Skull goes down. Boom! Everybody gets flown. 2 people die. It's fucking disaster. Moon is low. I try to pull it away from the raid. X went down pretty okay. Moon goes down here by itself. The hunters are on it. It's doing good, but our tanks are dying, so ads are running around. People are dying. More tanks are dying. More ads are running around. It turns into a fucking disaster here. And a lot of people die. Unnecessary. As long as these ads are tanked against the wall and spread out, it's not a big deal. It is good to keep them grouped up during the boss fight so that healers aren't spread out and healers can stay together. But after Garr dies, or when he's getting low, we'll start bringing him towards the wall and getting him spread out so this doesn't happen again. So Garr is a disaster. We lose half our raid here. If that was on hardcore, it'd be really tragic. And we move our way through. Alright, so now these elemental packs, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the elementals over to the left side and the fire guys over to the right side, face them away from the raid. That's not what we do here, and it kind of sucks. Again, this is an early pull, and you'll see what happens here when we don't do that. We stack them up here. I grab X, I stack them on the tanks, and what happens here is my tanks are starting to get a fire breath on them that reduces their fire resistance, which is really bad. Skull is in the middle of the raid, pyroblasting people. I don't think anybody dies here, but it could have been really bad. We really want to face these guys away from the raid. We do an okay job of it here, but it could have been a lot better. So we make our way through this pack. Let's see, this was a second pack, and I think this one was even worse. Yeah, this one's always bad. You want to pull this one to the wall very, very quickly. It gets really bad here. I get stunned. The mobs run into the raid. They start breathing on people. They start stunning people. It can get out of hand really, really quickly. As you can see, we end up getting it handled here, but not after a few close calls and a few deaths. I end up fapping finally. And Klagan dies, multiple people die. We get Skull down, but we end up getting him back here. Only 1 death, but we don't want any deaths in our run. As you can see, facing away is key here. It's chaos when it's not faced away. And we get it down. We end up 2 people die there. This Lava Reaver here does a 360 cleave, so you want to keep it out of the raid. Does a ton of damage. We just lost a priest there. It can be really bad. So take it out of the raid and get it faced away. Get the X faced away, skull faced away. When in doubt in Molten Core, face it away. Right? That's kind of when in doubt here. So we get ready for Baron Geddon. This is a fight to pay attention to. I'm going to call out a lot of things. So we distract it here with a rogue. Nope. We wait one more turn. All right, we distract it here with a rogue, and we get ready for a hunter pull. Oh, Titan's going to pull it. He's going to pull it right here in this corner, right here. And we're going to tank it here, so we're going to watch out for the... there's two abilities. There's the Inferno and the Living Bomb. When a person gets a Living Bomb, they need to go off to the left-hand side here in this little nook. You'll see that it goes off on Muradin. Muradin correctly runs over, puts himself in this little corner over here, and blows up. Watch this. Boom! One shot, dead. He should have had a Priest Bubble. He should have had a Greater Fire Protection Potion. And as a Paladin, he can bubble it off himself. But he gets one shot right there. Not even the fall damage, just dies. Okay, now Carlo gets the bomb. Carlo correctly runs it over, puts it in the corner, gets a Priest Bubble, and see the Power Word Shield he got on, and boom, he survives. No big deal. Back in the fight. Goffley gets it. Goffley runs over, puts a Power Word Shield on himself, goes over to the side, and blows up, survives, lands, gets healed, back in action. One thing that happened here, guys, you'll notice, after Muradin dies, Carlo gets the bomb, right? Carlo runs over correctly, but the Inferno goes out. No, watch what happens, guys. Look at this. See Hoodrick over here? Hoodrick is too close to Carlo, and he ran to the right instead of with the raid. Now watch what happens. Boom. Carlo explodes. Look what happens to Hoodrick. Hoodrick takes damage from Carlo because he ran too far over here, and he dies. So that's why he died. He got too close to Carlo, and he took AoE damage. Now Goffley gets the bomb. Again, Goffley Power Word shields himself, and he gets the bomb. He blows up. He survives. He lands. He's good to go. We're back on Baron Geddon. Okay? Now watch what happens here. Another bomb goes off. It goes off on Yagram. Yagram's marked skull here. He doesn't notice that he has the bomb, and he stays in the raid while we're on the Inferno. Now watch this, guys. Boom. Look at that damage. The entire raid's fucking dead because one person didn't watch where he was going and blew out the entire raid. Now this isn't hardcore. In hardcore this happens and you just wiped off hundreds, if not thousands of hours of people playtime. So on Baron Geddon, it's really, really, really important that you run to the correct spot when you get the bomb, or you could kill everybody and you'll never forgive yourself. So, not to put too much pressure, but that's how it is in hardcore. So a lot of us end up surviving just barely, and we're able to pull this off. Alright, Federa gets the bomb. Federa runs over and I believe bubbles off the bomb. We all run out. Bubbles, we're all good to go. The bubble removes the bomb, nothing happens. They're still worried, they think they still have the bomb. Scrubgar gets the bomb. Scrubgar runs over. Now let's see here. Scrubgar has the bomb. Let's see if anybody was too close to him. Scrubgar blows up. It doesn't look like anybody dies, and we kill the boss. We're good to go. So a lot of people died here, mostly because Yagram stayed in the raid. A couple of people died because they got too close to other people with the bomb. But as you can see, it can be very scary. But if everybody sticks to the mechanics, nobody blows each other up, it's actually a pretty easy fight. Alright, we're clearing trash here, watching out for dogs. Really quick, this padding here is really scary. If you pull the dog here, it'll pull all this trash with it. So we wait for it to go up, wait for it to get past, and a hunter shoots it at the perfect timing. And we're good to go. So I face pull there, we're good to go. We kill the trash, face it away, and we're getting ready for Shazzrah here. For Shazzrah, we all pre-popped a Greater Arcane Protection Potion. In hardcore, not everybody will have a Greater Arcane Protection Potion. So if anybody doesn't have it, it's probably good practice that they just run in, do some damage. If they get half health, they should run out, heal up, bandage, and then go back in and do it. But What you don't want to happen is you want to have a separate group of people that run out during the. You want to have a second group of people where they run if they're running to heal themselves, because if everybody stacks up, Shazzrah will teleport onto the entire raid and start blasting people down. But we're probably not going to have the juice to just kill the boss before he kills us, and we probably don't want to. So we're probably going to have to play it safe here and have people spread out and be ready to pick up the boss. Because what he does is he does an arcane explosion. And, sorry, 1 second here. Break. Pause. Okay. So, for Shazzrah here, we've all pre-popped a Greater Arcane Protection Potion. We might not have all Greater Arcane Protection Potions for our raid, so if you don't have it, just watch your health. You might need to back off during some of the phases. Just spread out and bandage yourself and get ready to get back in the fight. Just don't play it. Don't be greedy here. Just make sure you stay alive. This fight can be drawn out. It's no big deal. As long as we're safe with our health, we should be good to go. He does a counter spell here, so the tank's going to want to face him away from the raid, and we're going to want to purge him. If you're a priest, you're going to want to spam purge him. Probably maybe just assign a priest to that and spam it. So we're going to go in and burn him down here, but we do have some deaths, I believe. And so when we do it, we just want to play it safe. Especially if you don't have a Greater Arcane Protection Potion. Playing it safe here, you can pop a Restorative Potion during the raid. As soon as the first curse goes out, everybody should pop their Restorative Potion to get rid of the Magic Amplification debuff. There it is, it goes out. Pop a Resto Pot. Looks like I don't for some reason. I should have. I'm pumping here, I get low, everybody gets low. I should be Resto Potting. I Recklessness like an idiot. And I start pumping. In fact, I think I even might have popped a Rage Potion here. Maybe not, no. So it looks like we all survived here. Maybe we do wreck, and if you have a Resto Pot, just wreck through it. We do lose Malik. But the main thing is you pre-pop an Arcane, and then during the fight, you pop a Resto Pot to get rid of that curse. So we kill him here, we do more trash, we do more trash. These packs can be pretty scary. We just gotta face them all away, we're good to go. This dog pat, it's up to the hunter to pull it correctly, they'll know what to do. This pack here is one of the scariest ones. It's probably important for this, like the whole raid, to fap here, or at least all the melee to fap as you run in, because it's really hard to get them stacked up, they'll just stun the raid. I tank 2 here with a FAP, and we're good to go. This corner pack here, there's a dog that pats around that can be really scary, but we'll just be very cautious with it. Dwarf Lord knows what to do with this dog and this pack here. We do lose some people, but overall, as long as we face things away in our raid, we should be good to go. One thing to note here is that Shazzrah does a magic amplification buff, and we need to hold off on pulling trash until everybody has the buff gone. It's only a 5-minute buff, so we can wait, or we can use Resto Pots. But if we continue past Shazzrah with that buff on, people will get one-shot by the Fireball ability. So we continue to pull trash here, pull trash, rolling off loot, all this trash I've talked about, so we should be good. We get ready for Sulfuron and Harbinger here. As we go in, it's really, really important that kicks go out on these heals. Each mob will have its own tank, and it's a very easy fight as long as we kick. On this fight, we do miss some kicks, and you'll see that. So we all go in here. I Stone Shield. X doesn't get picked up. I was on Circle, so I pick it up. X is running around hitting people. It's not getting cleaved. It's not getting kicked. Boss doesn't AoE stun, so it's good that he's tanked out, but not line of sighted. As you can see here, here's a Dark Mending. It gets kicked. X is still over by himself. I decided to go and try and pick it up because it's just running around like crazy. A heal goes off, boom, half the health of that mob got healed. I pick up X, I bring it back into the loop, heal, boom, another heal goes out, half its health. This fight is taking twice as long as it should because people are not kicking. Dark Mending, boom, another one goes out. I had a shield bash, don't know why I didn't do it, guess I'm just an idiot. But it goes out, and it gets kicked, and they all die. Again, not a big deal. Boss goes down either way, but just something to note that this fight can get scary if people don't kick fast enough. Boss is easy. Tank and Spank goes down. We run over here to Golemagg. This trash is all done before. Everything face away. Pyroclast Barrage again, big stun, and we get it all taken care of. We do get low here. One thing to note: these flame guards. I don't think I said that last time. One thing to note on these flame guards is that they, when they die, they drop fire on the ground. So it's important that people move away from them, and the tank brings them off to the side when they're about to die. Alright, we're going into Golemagg here. Not much to see here besides these dogs. As they get pulled, watch this. So Titan runs in first, which is a mistake. All three tanks should be stacked up together and go in and taunt their mobs immediately when they get in there. Even if hunters can shoot the mobs back to their tanks or something, but if the main tank runs in, they look at Titan here. He almost fucking died to these dogs. He died. He gets very, very close. And something to note: the healers are going to be running into the fight as well, so they're not going to be pre-casting on the tank. So it's really important that these dogs get shot or taunted or something, so they're not targeting this main tank as he runs in. Alright, so Golemagg, very easy, tank and spank, goes down, brings us to Major Domo. So Major Domo, we don't have sheeps here, we don't have, we can't kite them, everything has to be tanked. So this first pull we do wipe, and what happens is, you'll see here quickly, everything gets tanked on top of itself, and the Fire Nova that the elites do is very, very detrimental. So if everybody has greater fire protection potions, this is where you pop them, pre-pop them, and it'll help with the AoE damage on this. But the main thing here is that the elites get tanked on the outside away from the raid and spread out, and that the healers all get brought in, stacked up, and cleaved, and killed. The heals need to be kicked, and the shadow shock that it does a lot of damage, so they need to get killed first. So we'll kill the healers, and then we'll kill the elites. So you'll see here, we go in, and it's an absolute disaster. Everything's stacked up on top of each other. Now watch this. Fire Nova goes out, boom, the raid gets hit by it. Another Fire Nova goes out, and I die. Everything is running around doing Fire Novas and cleaving people, and it's just a disaster. So everybody dies here. Bad pull. We res back up, we get ready, we do another pull. I get good assignments here. Everybody knows what to do. And trade some potions around. And I'm telling everybody where to tank their mobs. And we go in here, and it's still a little messy. People are grabbing each other's mobs, and it's a little messy here. I grab Skull like I'm supposed to. Triangle runs into the raid, starts hitting people. Triangle should be tanked out. Probably because we had prop pallies again. They don't have taunt. Probably a bad idea. So the elites in the raid, it's not a big deal. I think they do cleave, so it's probably not great. I think my Skull dies, so I taunt Triangle and tank him out of the raid. Moon is over here for some reason. And, oh, one thing to note here for Shadow Priest, there's a magic reflect. For melee, we just ignore the melee reflect for the most part, unless you're really low. But we kill all the healers here. and it's a pretty clean run. Kill all the elites, nobody dies. It's very good. All right, we despawn Major Domo. We run down here to the Fire Lord. Everybody's spread out here, as you can see. Everybody's spread out. We tell everybody to pop their greater fires, and we spread out around the boss. We get ready to summon the boss here. Everybody should have a fire pre-popped and ready to go. We get ready to pull the boss here. He starts his RP. It takes a minute to do, so you have plenty of time to pop potions, and you're good to go. Now, this fight does not go the way it should. Here's how the fight should go. All melee stays in the entire fight, but during Wrath of Ragnaros cooldown, the melee should press escape and not hit, okay? But stay in. And the reason is because he does a Wrath of Ragnaros ability that hits 3 random targets and knocks them back. And we don't want people to pull threat, which is why most people move their raid out of the boss range. But when everybody moves out, what happens is the tanks get knocked. And when the tanks get knocked, they are knocked away, and so then the melee run in and they start getting hit because there's no tanks. And so what we do is we keep everybody in, but during the Wrath of Ragnaros cooldown, everybody just stops attacking. Just press escape on your keyboard. If you're really greedy, you can white hit, but it's probably best that you just don't. And we let the Wrath of Ragnaros ability go out, and then the tanks taunt and grab threat and build threat with good abilities. What I like to do is have one tank press Bloodthirst as soon as the Wrath of Ragnaros goes out, and the other tank taunts to keep the boss focused on them while the other tank is kind of building threat. So you'll see here this doesn't happen. We didn't have the mechanics completely figured out here, and you'll see a couple of melee die because of it. So Rag starts, we pump threat, Titan grabs threat, he's good, he's pumping damage. He has the fire ability on him already, ticking down his health. We got Sunders up, which is good. We got Wrath of Ragnaros in 13 seconds. Now, this is a cooldown timer, not necessarily an ability timer, so it won't always go out right on time, but we can use it as a gauge, okay? So Wrath of Ragnaros is about to go out in 2 seconds. It can go out at any time now. We're getting ready. And boom, it goes out. I instantly taunt. I'm holding it. I did a good job there. Titan taunts, back on him. Short change pulls threat and dies here, okay? So just because we taunted doesn't necessarily mean we have good threat. So it is good to wait until the tanks have good threat. All right, Wrath is about to go out again. 10 seconds. So it's important here that let us taunt it, get threat, and then hold off for a second. Okay, ready? Here it goes. Wrath is late. Wrath is late. Boom, it goes out. I taunt. I'm holding it. Titan is building threat. Titan has it, and we're good. Catenden shows him as top threat here, but he's a hunter, so it's okay. Hunters can have high threat. I get low there. I'm pumping. Wrath, I think, goes out early here. It's a weird timer. I'd probably call to stop threat here, hold off, kind of, no, it goes out late, that's what happens. But either way, just maybe white hit, kind of escape. The longer it goes, it's best just to hold off. And here it goes, Wrath, boom, I taunt, Skibbity got knocked early. So when Rag hits you, he does an ability where he puts a dot on you. See this dot right here? It does a lot of damage. Skibbity got hit and got knocked, and he ended up getting threat and bled out in the sky. So we've lost a few people here, both of them to threat. Pally, I think, also to threat. He had like a conk on the ground and died. So see the threat here. I have a decent threat lead. Malik's kind of high, but yeah, Malik is high here. He doesn't pull. I keep threat. We're good. Wrath, any second really could happen. Wrath doesn't go out. Does it go out? No, it doesn't go out just yet. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, it could go out. It looks like I taunted. Titan taunted early there, so I taunted. Sully still pulled threat. Okay, so I'm going to back up here. At 20%, warriors are going to be executing. Hoodrick, 4.3k threat, execute, Death Wish, fucking pumping, right? What I like to do is the wrath that goes out. Oops, that's too much. The wrath that goes out closest to execute phase. It's really important that the warriors start rotating AoE taunt shield walls. At first the tanks, and then if we need them, maybe a off tank or a DPS warrior can shield wall and then get ready and then AoE taunt. That'll hold focus threat for 6 seconds. And that could be the life or death for warriors that want to execute, okay? So I taunt here, and then what happens is Girthhammer, he's a prop pally, he pulls threat and then ends up dying. I have threat again here, and then it starts to get low here. Titan has threat. It looks like he taunted it off of me, but I kept threat. And then it gets to execute phase here, okay? And then watch what's gonna happen. I have decent threat, but a wrath is gonna go out during execute phase and completely reset threat, and the warriors are not dropping. They're pressing escape and stopping here, even though the wrath is about to go out. So they keep executing. The wrath goes out pretty soon. Wrath is about to go out. Alright, wrath goes out. Now watch this. We all got our threat reset. It has 15% health, and people are executing. Sully has threat, Garr has threat, Hoodrick has threat, but I have a taunt up. When this taunt rolls off, watch this what's gonna happen. Boom, Sully's dead. Because that taunt wore off. Boom, Hoodrick is dead. Boom, Garr, but I believe I AoE taunt here. Yep, see that? AoE taunt. Geddon died, he's a hunter. He died to a fireball, not that he pulled threat. So Titan has a taunt here. I have an AoE taunt. It keeps it on me. Titan's, back on me. And then now watch this. My AoE taunt rolled off. Titan should be AoE taunting here. I don't think I called for it. Beer Decayed pulls threat with an execute. There's no AoE taunt. He dies. Gessler, dead. Back on me with a regular taunt. Back on Titan Bane with a regular taunt. Okay, we're doing our best here, but we don't have our AoE taunt. Oh, there's a Mocking Blow there from Titan, which is really good. I get a taunt off, and we keep threat, and everybody stays safe from there on out. We ended up getting it figured out towards the end there, but it's really important that either you just fucking stop attacking and make sure your character survives, or you wait until you see an AoE taunt or a taunt to drop your executes and stuff like that. So that's about it. We end up grouping up for a nice little picture here, and that's it. The dwarves defeated Ragnaros. So to be a little bit different in our hardcore raid, we're going to play it a lot safer, but I wanted to show you that all dwarves can do it with minimal deaths, even if we're playing like dummies and we are reckless, and we're still able to kill Ragnaros with like 4 deaths, and some of the other hard bosses too. So that's about it. Let's have a good raid day, and I'll see you guys on Saturday.